Today, come hang out with me in my craft room and let's make some keepsakes for the moms in our lives, as well as to celebrate yourself. Maybe you're a mom or your friends or family that you would like to give a gift this season. I'm going to show you step by step in this video how I made the custom mom photo frame and added my own little special sauce to it. Hi, I'm Danny. I'm a print shop owner here in Atlanta, and I have been in the industry since 2017. We specialize in everything from screen printing to sublimation, but my favorite items that I get to print, and actually one of my top sellers for my brand, are customized items. Now you may have seen this one going around. It is the Mom or Mama photo frame. This year for me, it makes the 3rd year of my mom passing. So when I saw it, I wanted to take that design, add my own little special touch to it, and make myself a photo frame with pictures of her. And I also made one of my son and I, and you can use this also. The design is linked below, so feel free to pause this video, go ahead and download it so you can work along with me. The design has a sound wave in it and a QR code that is linked to that sound. I also made a mug that has that same sound wave and the QR code as well. Now with this QR code, you can scan this anytime you want, or the recipient can. You simply use your camera, click it. Oh my goodness, hearing my son that little, he's now a teenager, just makes my heart melt over and over again and brings me joy. So whether you want to print these items as a photo frame or mug, you have options. You can actually do both. They make great gifts. Let's go ahead and head over to my craft room, and I'm going to show you step by step with the design and the printing process. For the template, head on over to my website at sweetpngdesigns.com. Under templates for events, I have 2 template bundles, one for mom and one for mama. Each one contains 10 Canva templates for you to work with. I also have the single template for mom here if you prefer that one. Once you have your template downloaded, head on over to Canva and open up that link. Your template will appear like the one you see on my screen. And what I would suggest before starting is all of the photos that you will be working with for the frame, add them to one folder, and you can upload them individually here, or you can drag and drop them. Now I can drag and drop mine by selecting Shift and selecting a bunch of photos, and then dragging, dropping them that way. Or if I just want to select a couple, maybe 3 or 4, I can hold down the Control key and select those that way and drop them over here on the Uploads panel. Once that's done, we can start placing our images in the photo frame. And I'm going to use this one for the background. And I think that's good like that. If you need to scale it or reposition it, double click, and then you can do that here in this window. You can also rotate it a little bit if you need to, and then once you're done making your changes, click done. For the M, go ahead and click on that, select the next photo that you want to add in, And same way for each of the letters, double click to scale and reposition the letter. And same way, double click to scale and reposition the image. You can also rotate it with the arrows like this if you need to. Click done. And for the O, I think I'm going to use this image. Make my changes and adjustments here. And for the last letter, drop in this photo. And again, same way, repositioning and scaling my photo. And for the name, just double click in that text box and replace name with the name that you will be making the frame for, and then just reposition and space out the text and the heart. Okay. Now for this part here, this is the part that I showed you with the sound wave that makes this even more special. And to do that, we are going to first need an MP3 file or a WAV file, and you can use your voice recorder or voice memo. Any audio file that you have will work. And what I would recommend is using a cloud service. In this case, I'm using Google Drive. Make sure you store it in a place that will be accessible for a long time. You want to make sure if you're doing this, especially for customers, you want it to be accessible to them and public, because once they scan it with the QR code, it's going to link back to this location. So in this case, I have on my sweetpng drive the Soundwave frames folder, and in it what I'll do is I will make individual folders for each frame I'll be making, or you can even just leave it out in your drive. Or if you're going to use services like Box or OneDrive, those will work too. So I have my audio file selected. I'm going to be using this story time, and I'll need to download a copy of that if you don't already have it saved in your working folder. Download a copy of that. So in this case, I already have mine here. And then I'm going to go over to this website to first make the Soundwave image. And that is convert.ing-now.com, and I will link this below. Once you're there, you'll scroll down to the upload section of their MP3 converter or generator. And again, we're making the image here to place in our frame. Here you can upload your audio file, an MP3, M4A, or a WAV file. And to do that, click Upload. Select your audio file. And it works pretty quickly. As you can see, the conversion is complete. And it's going to take us to the next window where we have some options to choose from. Now here I would recommend leaving everything the way it is. The only thing we're going to change is the foreground color you see here. And I'm going to select black. You can choose the color you like and then select OK. It's going to bring us to the download page. You can see this is what the story time looks like visually. And up above that, it'll give you a number. Click on that number and right click, save image as, and we're going to place that in our photo frame folder. And go back to our template, and the same way you uploaded your photos, you're going to upload the image of that Soundwave. So here I have already done mine, and I'm going to drag and drop it into the horizontal placeholder I have here. Once that's in, you can scale and position it to your liking. Now for the next part, we're going to make the QR code. And to do that, we need to link back to the MP3 file or the audio file that you have uploaded. So here, in this case, I'm using Google Drive. I'm going to select share and copy the link. And go back to Canva and select apps on your left panel and search for QR code. Now there are a few out there. I'm just going to select the first one and paste that link into the QR code generator and click generate code. It's going to place the QR code in the photo frame for me, and just scale that down to about 2 inches. Now I do recommend leaving it as is. Do not remove the background because your phone or the recipient's phone will have a hard time scanning that QR code. And I'm just going to place that over the placeholder I had there. Alright, once we have the QR code in place, that is the last thing that we need to do. We're ready to download our image, and we can do that by clicking share, download, and select your file type. So once you have your image downloaded, you can print this on regular paper. You don't need a special printer or any special equipment. Go right to the $1.25 store, get a photo frame that you like, and put this in there. You can even decorate your frame if you want to add a little special touch of your own to it. And that's all you need to do for it. Now if you want to use sublimation for the image, I'm going to show you how to do that in the next step. I'll also have some mock-ups available, and again we'll link those below. I have a photo frame, a couple of those, and a mug, as well as a pillow mock-up, which that one kind of, let's fix that. You can use these for your product listings or posting on your social media to upsell your clients and show them what the finished product will look like. And I'll show you when I did this on a mug some time ago how I did mine, and I believe it is this one. So this was how I showed customers what it would look like. I included the QR code in the Scan Me. That way they can scan it right from their computer, and it will play the sound as well. Just to show that it's not just an image that they will be getting. They will be getting the next level of personalization with the QR code added and the audio. So my heat press is ready to go. I have my heat press on 400 degrees for 60 seconds. My mug press is on 385 for 60 seconds. I have an 11-ounce mug I will be using today for a mug design. I also have my photo frame. This is an 8 by 10, I believe, unisub photo frame from Canva or dietrends.com. Go check them out. They have different sizes available. This one I love and have printed on before and have given it as gifts and sold a lot of them on Etsy and my website. It has the stand already, so there's nothing more for you to do other than to print it and wrap it. I also have a couple other different styles. So they do have a wood one, and it has these slots in the back. They have smaller versions of this size that where you can put the backing on it yourself, or you can put it on a stand or an easel, set it on your desk in your office or somewhere where you might not want to put a nail in the wall. I have printed canvases before, so you can get these from the $1.25 store, or you can get them from Walmart, Amazon. You can buy them in bulk, but these are a cool way to add a little artist feel to it. Print on these. These require a different temperature. Another one, if you haven't thought of this, use the sublimation journals. If you have any extra lying around, use them. Make a keepsake. You know, whether you're a mom or someone in your life that represents a mom to you, a mother figure, or even for yourself. When you sit down and ask your child how's their day, write different things that they say to you, write different funny things that they might say, or different moments, memories that you want to journal for them. It makes a beautifully customized item where you can put the names, dates, whatever you want the photos on here. Just make sure you size the design to the notebook. So I have my designs trimmed and ready to go. The ink is dried for a few seconds and I have trimmed the edges. This is for the photo frame and this will be for the mug that I'll be sublimating. So my presses are ready to go. We have our designs good to go. I'm just going to tape down my design. And I am going to be using a pressing pillow, so when I place it on here, it has some room to press down. Okay. And let me get a cover. Make sure that is in the center. And for this, we don't need to do a pre-press. We're going to go right into pressing. Then we will be pressing for 400 degrees, and it's actually for 1 minute and 30 seconds. So we're going to be changing that time. And you can see I will need to adjust it and raise it a bit to make sure it can close all the way. And you see that's where the pressing pillow, it allows for some give. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to press, I am going to take off my mug. And I made so many of these when I first started. I'm going to show you why in just a few. It was, I'm big on keepsakes and big on legacy. I have a lot of items that my grandmother as well as my great-grandmother passed down to me. I have had the privilege of meeting my great-great-grandmother and still remember that to this day. So I hold those memories near and dear to my heart and like to continue that tradition of making keepsakes. All right, let's check and see how we did. Before I go pulling this off, I'm going to let it rest because that is super hot. Okay. While that's cooling, I am going to work on my mug. So that is all nice and taped down. Make sure it's nice and secure. I think I want to put a little tape on the bottom as well, just so it does not shift. You know, sometimes these things have a mind of their own and you'll put them in there and it'll be perfect and come out. And next thing you know, it's lopsided. So, and I'm going to be pressing my mug at 385 for 60 seconds. This is actually the tumbler form I have in there. You probably could fit 2 mugs in there at one time, but right now I'm just pressing the one. And hold that in there and press. And got my heat gloves. Our frame and our mug are both cooled down. They came out beautifully. And you can go to the $1.25 store, get a nice gift box, or Walmart, Amazon, if you have some custom packaging and some wrapping or tissue paper, and wrap your gift. I like to also include a gift for you note to the gift recipient. So even if it's from myself to a friend or family member, or if it is a purchaser's order, I will include a gift message option on the order that they can write, and I will handwrite it for them just to create a more personalized feel. And I think it adds a nice special touch. So you can do that. I have little envelopes that come with them. And to the purchaser, I will send a nice little thank you note for their order as well. I have these custom stickers from the Cook Company. Go check them out. They're thank you stickers. I have a variety of them around here somewhere that are thank you to the U.S. Postal Service or UPS, FedEx, whichever method I ship from, as well as thank you for supporting my business stickers. So go check them out. They really make some nice ones, as well as will customize items for you. I'm going to bring you a little bit closer so you can see, and I will show you what it does. So open up your camera and you click it. And this is linked to my design drive. Okay, you're going to tell me a story? Yeah. Thank you for hanging out with me today while I made a custom keepsake. I hope you were able to get the design and make your own custom mom photo frame or mug. If not, be sure to grab that design below and stay tuned for more custom crafts.